somewhere between the chaos of Flatbush Avenue and the quiet glow of a cracked laptop screen, three kids started building something strange. Not a rap group and not a brand, but a whole new world. This is the story of Flatbush Zombies and how three minds carved out a cult without ever chasing the mainstream.
I'm just a nigga chilling with my niggas, making good music, spreading love. If that's success to you, then I'm successful.
It all started in Brooklyn, where everything's loud and nothing comes easy. Michi had the voice of a preacher in freefall. Juice moved like a spark that couldn't sit still. And Eric, he was the architect, building entire sonic dimensions from scratch. They weren't industry plants, and they weren't waiting for anyone to hand them a shot. They just kept creating, dropping weird, warped tracks on MySpace, Bandcamp, and anywhere that would take them. No image consultants, no managers. It was just three friends making music that felt like it came from another planet. And yeah, the acid might have helped. But here's the thing, the psychedelics, that wasn't the point. It was the lens, not the message. The real story was in the emotion. Michi rapped like every word could be his last. Juice brought life into every pocket. And Eric's beats felt like waking up in a dream you weren't sure you wanted to leave. In 2012, they dropped Drugs, and the Misfits heard it. It didn't sound like anything else at the time. It was hazy, hard-hitting, spaced out, and honest as hell. They weren't just a rap group, they were a portal. From there, it spread, slowly, organically, almost like a secret pass between fans. Then Better Off Dead hit, and suddenly, Flatbush Zombies were everywhere, without ever stepping into the mainstream spotlight at all. Their shows weren't concerts, they were explosions. Kids moshing in vans and tie-dyes, screaming lyrics like gospel. They knew every word. No hit singles, no top 40s, just an army of people who felt like they finally found music that spoke directly to them, that made them feel like they fit in. They didn't blow up overnight. They built something real, and that's way harder. But if you looked closer, behind the acid trips and animated visuals, you'd see something heavier. Michi's father died in the confrontation with police, and while he dealt with that, Juice and Eric fought through depression and grief. They didn't pretend, though. They used it as a power. Tracks like Ascension, The Odyssey, You and I, they weren't just dope songs, they were medicine. Flatbush Zombies didn't run from pain. They made art out of it. Meanwhile, something rare was happening in New York. Pro era was rising. The underachievers were buzzing. And instead of competing, they came together. Flatbush Zombies didn't just join the movement, they helped shape it. The Beast Coast Collective felt like a renaissance, an answer to the lifelessness of mainstream rap. And when they all dropped Escape from New York, it wasn't about clicks. It was about claiming a space that had been left behind and filling it with energy, creativity, and unity. Today, Flatbush Zombies are much more than a decade deep. Still indie, still evolving, still making music that's way too bold to be a background noise. They could have chased radio, could have cleaned up their sound, played the algorithm game, but they didn't. And that's why their fans never left. Because if you were there in 2012, or 2016, or today, you knew. You knew Flatbush Zombies weren't just a part of the culture. They were building their own world, one acid tab, one heartbreak, one perfectly twisted beat at a time.